Well, one danger threatening business aviation in the Gulf these days is a squeeze on infrastructure. Where are you going to land? Where are you going to park? Especially for the busy metropolis of Dubai. Well, actually, there's an answer growing behind me, and that's in Sharjah. And we're with Tom Murphy, the Managing Director of Gama Aviation in the UAE. Tom, this looks like a pretty exciting project. Tell us how this is going to work for business aviation in the Gulf.
Thank you, Alan, and welcome to Sharjah. What you can see behind us is the Business Aviation Centre project, and through a 80,000 square metre site, we're going to deliver a VIP FBO terminal, dedicated apron parking, and a 14,000 square metre hangar.
Well, that's a pretty massive area, so you must be expecting a pretty busy airport to be here for business aviation.
Absolutely. I think in the UAE and the GCC as a region, typically the aircraft types are the larger cabins, larger airframes. So we've built accordingly, and we've built to match the demand that we've had over the last 10 years whilst operating in Sharjah. And yes, you're right, this is going to increase our capacity dramatically.
Now, Tom, we know Dubai is the glamour point for the UAE, but it's getting squeezed, isn't it? People can't get into DXB the way they used to.
DXB recently announced 19 hours of slot withdrawals for business jet operations. So, we feel that there's always been an opportunity in Sharjah to serve the Dubai market. We've demonstrated that over the last 10 years, but now with the timing of that slot withdrawal, Sharjah is the closest alternative for downtown Dubai and the DIFC area, as well as supporting the northern emirates such as Ras Al Khaimah.
Well, that sounds marvellous, but you're going to be doing a lot more than just letting people land and park, aren't you? You've got a lot of hangar space coming in as well.
The 14,000 square metre premium hangar, it will be one of the biggest in the region, dedicated to business jets. That will also give us the opportunity to enhance and increase our MRO capability, as well as a VIP lounge to serve our clients. But I think one of the highlights of this site is the proximity of where it is on the airport. So we're just finished building our new taxiway dedicated just for our site, and that's going to deliver a 90-second, 2-minute taxi to the runway from the parking area. And I think that's a rarity to find in an international airport these days.
Well, it certainly is for anybody that's been taxiing around Dubai Airport these days. So you've got something that really is different. But you're not far from Dubai. You mentioned getting to downtown. How long do you reckon it takes you?
Depending on time of the day, it can take 20 to 30 minutes to get into downtown Dubai.
And how about sort of immigration and things? Will there be a lot of delays on here, or have you got your own immigration services actually on site in customs?
We've got our own, on this site and within our FBO, we'll have dedicated customs, immigration and police for the security screening. So everything will be self-contained on this site from airside and a landside perspective.
Now, I know it's been talked about for a while to get this project going, but we are finally getting there. As we can see, you're in the ground now. When do you think you're going to actually be operating?
Everything looking at the project line is looking at Q2 25 next year.
So if we look behind us where actually the FBO element of the project is going, can you tell us a bit about what sort of services will be in there and what can the crew expect? Because they're often the forgotten people.
First of all, from a passenger perspective, we've got 3 different zones within our luxury lounge. So we've got the general luxury lounge area, a platform area looking out onto the apron, and sort of a relaxed, quiet area. Also, whilst our footprint has got bigger now at Sharjah as a result of this project, we're maintaining to our principles, which is efficiency. So all of our passengers will be able to step out onto the apron and step into their aircraft in just a matter of steps. For our crews operating through the FBO, they're going to have a dedicated crew lounge. They're also going to have rest pods that they can take breaks in between their movements, as well as dedicated office space where they can use that on a short-term period or a long-term period.
And with parking right next to the FBO terminal part itself, what's going to happen with things like fueling? Are you still got the waits for that to happen?
Absolutely. We've already thought about our fuel operations. We're going to have dedicated fuel bowsers based on this apron. They won't be supplying fuel to any other aircraft on the airfield. So, for every aircraft's arrival or departure, a bowser will be on standby.
So 2025, it's coming, a large, dedicated FPO for business aviation to reach right across the UAE.